Hello and welcome back to Just Some Space Guy, but you can just call me Space G. I'm here with another Dead Rock chapter review, so let's start. Chapter 6 starts off with Class F getting a brand new homeroom teacher to replace Maxwell, in the form of Saru. Seems like God in fact realized that Maxwell is dead and a puppet used by Class F. So they decided to assign a new teacher to take his place, who is actually strong enough to not get killed by them. Saru's design is actually quite good. He looks like someone you don't want to mess with. He's related to the Monkey King, meaning Saru probably will stay around for a while and even presumably be a major character in the story. Who knows, maybe he will help Class F in killing God. But what matters is that Saru is quite strong. He was capable to immobilize all 5 major members of Class F. I think he might have some type of power related to increasing and shrinking the size and mass of objects. He put all 5 members of Class F, not including Yakuto and Chaco, under a giant boulders, as a punishment for the destruction Yakuto caused in the previous chapter. Typical teacher behavior, they always trying to hold everyone responsible for the shit one student did. Like, it is so annoying at this point. Of course, Yakuto finally shows up after the end of his punishment in the Blood Dungeon. And bro looks like if he would have seen better days. Bro looks like if he would have been drained. When he arrives to his classroom, he's shocked to see everyone being under the rocks. He fast helps them out after being told that it is his fault to begin with. Ironic if you ask me. After a few brief exchanges and jokes like Orochi threatening to kill Yakuto, we all know what the outcome of that would be. Mikoto compliments Yakuto for the help he did about his black dragon powers, calling it as destructive as ever. Pretty weird way to compliment someone if you ask me, but hey, this is hell, everyone is weirdo here. But Yakuto seems sad after receiving said compliment. This is the first time I actually see Yakuto having this expression. He always had this cheeky brat expression and anger and stuff. I never seen him sad. Yakuto reveals that this is currently the best he can do. Apparently God ordered Lilith to take Yakuto's dragon powers from him, and Lilith does this in the form of... No! Not my goat! Look that bitch up! What the fuck? I never seen this coming, what the hell? Like, what the fuck is going on? Bro got his powers removed by getting molested by a goddamn demon! Like, this isn't even a joke! This is absolutely fucking wild! Like, in the previous chapter, it was just a light-hearted joke and shit, but this ain't joke no more. Bro is a victim. Mashima is going absolutely nuts with Dead Rock. Like, he did say that Dead Rock is going to be dark and shit, but I definitely didn't had the MC getting molested for 3 days straight on my fucking bingo card. Lilith needs to stay at least 100 meters away from my boy. That bitch needs to be locked up. So after Lilith finished Yakuto, he removed most of his powers, only leaving his power in his right arm. However, Yakuto says that his efforts didn't go without a fruit, because he found someone who can help him kill God. And of course, it was the cat girl, because it was revealed in the previous chapter of course. She told Yakuto that God's weakness is written in a book, and the book is hidden somewhere in Dead Rock's library, Car's Velocity. Pretty interesting name if you ask me. Like, I don't know why Car, like, I don't know, maybe Lightning McQueen is there, but it's an interesting name. Also, I absolutely find this cat girl hilarious. She literally pops up at the end of nearly every second chapter, then the next chapter, she's gone. Like, Mashima is teasing us with her, and I just find it funny. People want to see her really badly, but Mashima is like, best I can do is 2 pages per every second chapter. Anyway, seems like we are actually entering our first major arc, and that might be Car's Velocity arc. Them going into this labyrinth library searching for the book sounds quite interesting. I bet the library might be filled with different types of monsters depending on the level of the library, just to make searching for the book extra difficult. Or who knows, maybe perhaps another class holds control over the library or specific parts of the library. That would be also interesting, like fights between different classes. But whatever is the case, I'm excited about that place. I love how Mashima does a little bit of world building in every single chapter, expanding the school of Dead Rock, introducing new places and locations with their own unique functions. However, Yakuto then gets a piece of reality check by his own classmates. They tell him they aren't going to help or follow his plans because they got no reason to kill God. Hien even calls Yakuto selfish, what is true. Yakuto dragged them into this situation fully expecting them to cooperate. Meanwhile, they don't even know who Yakuto is and they have no reason to do what Yakuto is saying. The only person who actually stood up and decided to help Yakuto now was Freyr. She's truly one of the bros. Freyr still holds grudge against Lauzen after what he did, and she will follow Yakuto because it will give her a chance to kill Lauzen. But as Mikoto did, Freyr also saw through Yakuto and told him to tell the real reason why he wants to kill God. And this is when Yakuto finally reveals his backstory and the reason behind his plans to kill God. Apparently Yakuto was born on level 644 of Hell in Black Dragon Village. He lived there happily with his family and his clan. His father was one of the God Saves, an elite squad working directly under God, purging those foolish enough to not believe in God. But 10 years ago, God showed up in his village, demanding a gruesome offering from Yakuto's father, his wife. This is when Yakuto's father realized that God isn't himself, like if he would be someone else. The refusal gave a reason to God to label Yakuto's father as a non-believer. That day, God destroyed the entire Black Dragon village, killing everyone except Yakuto. This pretty much confirms the ongoing theory that God is actually an impostor. The real God is either dead and someone else took his place and powers, or someone possessed God's body, taking control over him. Regardless, God is someone who has to be taken down. This also means that Yakuto's entire motivation for his goals is full-on revenge. However, I also have to say that Yakuto's full backstory so early on is also suspicious, leaving the possibility that he might still be hiding something from everyone else. He still could be lying just to gain sympathy from others. But whatever is the case, the plot is slowly thickening. This chapter was nearly in its entirety a build-up, meaning the next few chapters are going to go really hard. This chapter was pretty solid. We received more world building both for the school and the world outside of it, and we also learned more about Yakuto's backstory and God himself. But what do you think? Please let me know in the comment section below. This chapter was good, and if you enjoyed this review, consider subscribing and leaving a like. This was Space G, and see you guys in space. Bye!